Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I want to talk to you guys about 42 setbacks that could be the reason why your natural hair isn't growing. The first setback may be because you do not have a hair care regimen. If you want to retain length and see your hair flourish, it's always great to have a hair care regimen. So number 2 will be try to reverse your medications if you're on medications. I know some medications you just cannot reverse. You have to keep them in your life, but the ones that you know you can probably fix, try to get rid of those, because sometimes it's very, very common for medications to take out our hair. Number 3 will be drink more water. Let me be honest. Your hair is going to grow regardless if you don't do any of these things. Your hair will grow no matter if you drink water or not. Now, you might have some dry, brittle hair, but your hair is going to grow. We cannot stop our hair from growing. Our hair grows on its own unless we have some type of a traumatic or maybe some hereditary types problems. But for the most part, our hair is going to grow. But drinking water will really, really help in having your hair to grow and look healthy and shiny. Number 4, always use water-based products because our hair, our natural hair, desires water. Our hair dries out really, really fast, and the more water and moisture we have in our hair, the most likely our hair won't break as easily. And the more breakage that we have will cause more trimming and cutting. Number 5, try not to worry about perfections and imperfections. If your hair is not perfect, it's okay. Just keep on taking care of your hair with your hair care regimen and not focus on the stuff that's making your hair not perfect or imperfect. If your hair is perfect, it doesn't mean that you can't mess your hair up and have a setback. Just because you think your hair is perfect, you still have to, maintain it and keep it up so that you can keep the perfection that you have developed with your hair care regimen. Number 6, set a goal length. Set a realistic goal length. So everybody's hair does not grow long. This is number 7 setback. This can go either way. All right, so a lot of us have a tendency to compare our hair to other people. Try not to compare your hair to other people's hair because, like I said, we all have our own hair and we all do our own thing. Now, on the flip side, it might be best to compare your hair to other people's hair because if somebody else has started around the same time you have and your hair is not thriving like their hair, it makes you want to say, what, let me step back and see what's going on. So it can be a hindrance or it can be a help. Comparing your hair can make you feel bad, or not comparing your hair enough can make you feel lost. You don't want to feel lost. You want to feel like you're in the know once you get your hair care regimen down packed. So yeah, guys, so try not to compare or do compare. So number 9, stop thinking that your hair is not growing. Your hair is growing. You hear people say, my hair don't even grow. That's not true. Your hair does grow. You just don't know how to retain the length. Take pictures. Taking pictures help you stay focused on seeing your hair progress. Or stop taking too many pictures because you're setting yourself back by looking at your picture that you took 2 days ago and you want to see if your hair grew within 2 days. Yes, your hair has grown in 2 days, but it's not going to be a noticeable growth. Number 10, make a t-shirt that will show you that your hair is growing. So a lot of girls make t-shirts and they put the little lines on the back of their shirts to see how far their hair has grown. Or it could be on the flip side, stay off that t-shirt and stop measuring your hair every week, seeing if you have have some kind of hair growth progress from a week ago. This whole growing your hair thing can drive you crazy. That's why you find people doing inversion methods. They want to hang up upside down like a bat. It gets to the point where your mind will overtake you and you find yourself doing too much. Number 11 is not experimenting with enough products. Now, I know a lot of people try to avoid being a product junkie, but it's okay. In your early part of your journey, it's okay to experiment with products because you don't know exactly what your hair likes and doesn't like. But on the flip side, stop experimenting on so many products because, once you have developed your stash, it's okay to not have to continue to buy products unless you just like them. Like me, I like buying products. That's just what I do. I do have a holy grail stash that I know that can keep my hair healthy and get it right. But I'm still curious. I'm like, what's that over there? Is that going to make my hair do anything different? Probably not, because your main stash, your holy grail, it got you. You don't need to keep going buying products, but we like what we like. Number 12, trying too many techniques. You don't need to be doing everything that you see on YouTube. Once you got the techniques that you like, You know, and you see progress with your hair, you don't need to go and do what Sally Sue Naturel is doing with her head, unless you're just curious. Sometimes we just be curious, girls. As women, we just like to try new things, but it's not really necessary because, like I said, when you have your basic techniques to your hair, you don't have to do extra, because you're gonna find yourself when you get through with your journey and stuff, you're gonna look back and say, I don't even do the stuff I used to do. And on the flip side, you might not be doing enough techniques. So Sally Sue Naturel is doing this technique. You see you're not doing it, but you see her hair is progressing from that. It's okay. You know, incorporate that technique into your hair care regimen. Number 13, I say this all the time. Keep other people's hands out your head. If you want to keep your edges, you want to keep your hair healthy, keep other people's hands out of your head. Keep other people's hands out of your hair, because things can always go wacko. Now, the only people you should let be in your head is people who you trust. And even then, you got to give them the side eye. Like my dog, she will side eye you. You know, if you feel like they're not for your best interest and you don't feel comfortable with them, stop letting people be in your head. Number 14, stop trimming your hair so often. You do not have to trim your hair every month. You do not have to trim your hair every 2 or 3 weeks. You do not have to trim your hair 12 times a year. Now, if you have damaged hair, or if you're transitioning, or you want to cut out some color, then yeah, go on and trim your hair. But if you're trying to retain length and your hair is pretty healthy, you don't have to trim as often, especially because we don't really comb our hair that often. So you're not adding any type of tension or pulling to your hair. You don't have to trim that often. But if you keep trimming your hair, that's going to set you back. You're not going to see the length. Number 15, leave that heat alone. If you want to maintain the most growth retention, leave heat alone. For instance, if you like your hair blow dried out, but you want to retain length, I suggest don't do it I'm gonna tell you guys, I didn't blow dry my hair when I started my hair journey. I didn't blow dry my hair for like the first maybe the first 3 to 4 years. And then after that, I started blow drying my hair once or twice a year because I don't like my hair super kinky. Did I retain length? I still retain length. I just didn't do it like every month or every week or whatever the case may be. I flat iron my hair once a year, or maybe like right now, I flat iron when I feel like it because my journey is over. But when I wanted to retain length, I kept the heat out of my head. Now, the heat that you might want to, take advantage of is the hair dryer. That's cool because it's direct heat, and it's not causing your hair to get straight or lose its kink or curl, or even going outside into the sunlight. That's pretty cool too. So the best thing is to let it air dry or, hooded dryer. Number 16, keep permanent dyes out of your head. Hair color does tend to relax the hair, and it can break if you don't know how to take care of it. Now, if you know how to take care of your hair with hair dye in it, yeah, go on and use it. But if you want the maximum length retention, leave the dye alone until you get where you want to go. Most of us do not know how to take care of chemically treated hair. Keep all chemicals out your head until you get the desired hair length you want. Number 17, no hands in hair syndrome. Stay out your head. If you ain't got no reason to be in your head, stay out of it. The least things you do to your hair is the happiest your hair will be. Number 18, shampoo or clarify your hair. Don't walk around with a yucky head. Your hair likes to be shampooed. When you shampoo your hair, especially with a sulfate, or you clarify, whatever your clarifier is, use it however you think it's often to use. And the more clean your hair is, the happier it will be. It'll perform better. I'll say that, because your hair don't care if it's dirty or not. It's going to continue to grow. No matter how dirty your hair is, it's going to grow. It's just that it performs better when it's clean. All right, guys, so I am back. I had to go get my fan. Number 19, condition your hair. It's always good to add conditioner to your hair. We need conditioner. It closes the cuticles. It makes the hair look more lustful. It makes it feel happy, juicy, and it wants to prosper a little bit more. Number 20, stop using little bitty baby combs. Little bitty baby combs can rip your hair out. Using a wide tooth comb or a bigger teeth comb, no matter how small your hair is very, very less likely to break your hair when you have a comb that has bigger teeth in it. Number 21, no tight tension styles such as high ponytails that's slicking your hair down. Anything that's causing tension in your hair can break your hair off, which can set you back because you're going to have to start all over, or maybe possibly cut your hair or trim it or lose hair. You don't want to have setbacks from tension in your head. Number 22, don't keep your hair in braids too long because they will mat, or don't let your hair stay loose too long. Don't sleep in the back of your head. Anything that's going to cause the hair to mat, because if your hair starts matting, it may lock up, and if it starts locking up and you want to retain length, you're going to have to comb it out and it's going to break, or you're going to cut it out and it's going to be shorter. You just want to make sure that you don't allow your hair to ever mat. Number 23, moisturize your hair. Get you a moisturizer. Use moisturizing products. Have juicy head. Number 24 and number 25, stop doing too much. Stop doing not enough. Number 26, seal your hair with your favorite oil or your favorite hair grease. Sealing in your moisture with your favorite oils and stuff keeps the moisture in until you do your next step. You may want to shampoo your hair or whatever, or you may want to take it down and retwist it and stuff. Also, stop wearing your hair loose. I should have said 43, but anyway, when you wear loose styles, your hair tends to dry out, and then you end up breaking it, trying to separate it about at the end of the day, and you hear your hair crackling and popping, and then you got to put this juice back in it, and then you twist it back up to take it back down the next day, then you take it apart the next day, then at the end of the day, your hair is matted back up, and then you got to separate it, and you hear it pop it, crackle, and then that's too much. All right, so if you're not wearing your hair out for a particular reason, like you want to go on a date or a special event, don't just wear your hair out every day until you get the desired length you want. Then you rock it. But if you want to retain length, yeah, leave those loose hairstyles alone. Number 27, you want to use a protein, some type of protein that will balance out the moisture, because too much moisture can make your hair mushy and break. And protein will kind of like balance it out. Sometimes people can't use protein, so there are other ways to add your protein. I know a lot of people like to go in the refrigerator and pull out mayonnaise and stuff like that, or eggs. You know, you can get protein in your hair without actually using a store-bought, but it's good to have some type of protein in your hair to, to balance out the moisture. Oh, number 28, I did say that. Stop wearing your hair out and stop not protecting your hair. So, yeah, I did say that. All right, 29, learn natural hair definitions, languages, and terms. Okay, so a lot of you guys are probably new or maybe midterm into your hair journey. Learning the natural hair terminology will keep you in the know. Okay, so let's give you an example. Pre-poo. What is a pre-poo? Pre-poo is when you take a conditioner and you apply it to your hair before you shampoo your hair. So pre means before and poo means shampoo. So poo is short of shampoo. So that keeps you in the know. When somebody said, well, I did a pre-poo today, and you'd be like, what is that? Yeah, learn what the definitions of the natural hair community terms so you can keep up and try new things or avoid new things. Number 30, protect your ends from rubbing against stuff. Keep your hair from rubbing against your collar. Keep your hair from rubbing against your skull cap. Now, some headwear or some things won't actually break your hair off, but if it's rubbing against some stuff, like, it can cause friction and you have to end up getting your ends trimmed. Now, I have on a head wrap. This is made of, I don't know, whatever it is. This is not rubbing against my hair. It's placed in one spot. And when I take my wrap off, it's not causing friction to snatch my hair off. So that's another thing. Buy head wraps that are designed for natural hair or for hair, because some of these head wraps, you'd be like, I can go get me some leggings and make a head wrap out of some leggings. Yeah, it's not made for no hair. It may snatch your hair out. So yeah, wear hats and stuff that is designed for hair. And if you want to wear a skull cap, or even with this hair wrap, you feel like, hey, I feel like my hair still will break, then wear a satin bonnet or something underneath to protect your hair. Number 31, be patient with your progress, because it's not a rush. It takes a while for hair to get really long or the desired length that you want. So be patient with your hair. Don't get frustrated. When you're frustrated, do not do your hair, because you're going to snatch stuff out. So just be patient with your hair. Number 32, see a dermatologist if you need to. You're doing everything that you think is best for your hair, but your hair is still not growing or retaining length. You might want to see a dermatologist, or maybe come go to somebody like that can do some natural stuff to you, stick you with something natural. Oh, I don't know where I'm going with that. Number 33, accept and embrace the progress of your hair, because when we get frustrated, we want to say, oh, my hair ain't doing nothing. I quit. No, don't quit. Just, it's a journey. Hang in there. Don't worry about nothing. Okay? So embrace your moment of your hair and the flow. Just embrace it. No matter if you think it's really kinky, you think it's really, really short, you think it's really, really ugly, just hold on to it, because it's just a moment and you're going through the wave. Once the wave come back down, you'll be okay. But once your wave is up here and you get frustrated, just hold off, reset and refresh and come back to it. Number 35, I just actually said that in 34. Stop thinking your hair is not worth the fight. Just hold on. It's worth it. Hold on. 36, stay within your budget. If you realize you don't have a lot of money or you're overspending on your products and these tools, stop. Just stop what you're doing, because chances are you already got what you need. You already have enough. All right, 37, keep going. I said that already. Number 38, stay consistent. You know, if you keep up with your hair care regimen, you'll be fine. Number 39, stop worrying and driving yourself crazy, because sometimes genetics is a reason why your hair won't grow as long as you like. A lot of people think you can grow your hair really, really long because Sally Sue Natural hair is doing that. No, we all have different heads. We all have different follicles. We all have a different flow. Your hair is not going to grow like hers. Your hair may grow longer than hers. Whatever the case may be. Just try not to drive yourself crazy, because genetics play a big role. Number 40, be a little obsessed with your hair, or stop being so obsessed with your hair. If you stay if you stay in the groove of your hair, then you'll be fine. If you're doing too much, you ain't gonna be fine. We're trying to find ways to not have setbacks. Setbacks make you have to end up cutting your hair, or it may fall out or something, and you're gonna lose all that attention that you put into your head. You want to keep your length retention. Number 41 is stop listening to people who hurt your feelings about your hair. Some people in your life are not always good to be in your life. They will say mean things to you, say stupid things that hurt your feelings about your hair. Don't let them hurt your feelings. Whatever you need to do to stay away from that conversation, from those people in your life, you don't need that, because you're trying to stay focused on length retention. All right, and number 42, make sure you end your journey. And like I said earlier, maintain and appreciate what you have already accomplished and achieved. You have to stop your journey at some point. You just can't keep going on and on and on, unless you just like that. I ended my journey in December of 2019. I am done. I don't want to keep holding on. All I want to do is just maintain what I have, and I do appreciate what I have. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.